here, but around so many issues around.
So, today, one of the many jobs that we kind of put off is servicing the life raft. When I say put off, like we had to, it has a service interval of 3 years and it's a year out of date. But here's the thing. I phoned the life raft people and said my service interval is out of date, and all they said was it just means that there's a good chance that the things inside the life raft, the water and the flares, will need replacing. So it wasn't unsafe, and the chap, I think it was in St Martin, said if you have to end up pulling the cord, it will inflate. Anyway, now I love my life raft. I think it's an amazing thing. It is a very expensive box that I never intend to see the contents of, although I have been told that today we get to see the contents of it because they will open it up while we are there, which is kind of cool. So the first job is to get the life raft off the boat, which is going to be no mean feat this morning, because if you haven't noticed, there's a bit of a heavy wind and the back of the boat is bucking around, so we must not drop the very expensive life raft into the water and watch it float away.
Watch it.
Yeah, that would be a bad start to the morning. And the problem that we have is the way the life raft is, which is there, there's this concrete post there.
Yes.
And logistically, I've now got to manhandle this piece of thing. Yeah, this isn't going to end well, babe.
Yeah, definitely not the ideal day for it. But we need to get it done because it's going to take a couple of weeks for them to replace all the insides. So how you take a life raft off.
Fuck, that's heavy.
Yeah, let me... Wow.
This is why you can't have a life raft in a locker.
Yeah.
Why you don't have your life rafts in your lockers? Because they are impossible to lift. You know, if you think you had to deploy a life raft in a seaway and you've got to get it out of the locker, I mean, it's just never going to happen. So there you go, top tip, put your life raft on the rail if you're offshore, or on deck. But you know, this took 2 men and Therese to move it onto the dock, and I will be visiting the chiropractor tomorrow to try and fix that problem. Anyway, thank you.
Awesome, thanks. Thank you so much for your help. It's so cold today. I can't believe that this time last week it was so hot and humid that I'd be sitting on the boat like sweating, just sitting there. And now I'm in a jacket and a jumper and boots. It's crazy.
So there we are. I'm going to open up our very expensive life raft, and yeah, hope that it's not full of water.
You know, you just pull the cord, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost pulled the cord this morning getting it out off the back of the boat.
You got right at 10 meters in there, so it won't inflate right away. And that's something you want to know is your painter links, because obviously it's not going to inflate until it gets to the end of that.
Okay.
You can see Viking uses a Mylar vacuum bag system.
Yep.
It's very durable. So even in the 3 years you've had this on board, you'll see it's got a little moisture in the container, but that's normal.
Yep.
Raft is still well protected. This is an excellent raft. When you see it up, it's going to be very impressive. The self-righting system that's incorporated in the arch design.
Yep.
Rights on both sides very well. So you hear the overpressure relief valve system. That is designed to release that additional gas pressure. To get that faster inflation time, that cylinder's got a little additional charge in it to fully configure the raft. And that's those normal. When you discharge it with the cylinder, it's a lot louder and it sounds very loud.
Does it inflate at the same rate, or is it?
No, it's a lot faster.
Okay.
A lot faster.
So it just kind of pops.
Exactly. And it'll come out of there. You don't want to do any of that. The bands, the vacuum bag, all that's going to come right out of there.
Wow.
The lights will come on. You got the LED lights in there, lithium power cells, so they'll last for a very long time. And he's just turning those off because we'll save the batteries. They're most likely not expired at this service, so you'll see your expiration dates are probably still
She's bigger than our saloon.
For the bill's sake, you hope, right?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But here's your gear. So your gear's tied in here. This model does have an inflatable air floor. That does not automatically inflate. It's what they call their E-style pack. It is an offshore pack. So there's your pump. You saw where he inflated the raft.
Yep.
So it'll go through. Those are little check valves. You'll have 2 rocket flares, 3 hand flares. The good comment, Pyro, these are dual approved Solus and Coast Guard, so they work quite well. You have your water rations, extra batteries for your flashlight, seasick bags, these are repair plugs for breaching the hull. There's your flashlight, top button Morse code, bottom constant. Sponges to dry up the raft. There's a signal card. Tells you appropriate means of signaling.
That's going to be the most well-read document ever. You're going to know that backwards stuck in a life raft.
Daytime signal mirror, anti-seasickness tablets, whistle, and then this is a bailer.
And then that's pretty cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yep.
I'm so pleased we came to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys made a great choice. This self-riding life raft I put to the test myself with other guys and flooded the canopy and tried to make it not right itself, and doesn't matter boarding ramp side, non-boarding ramp side, it always comes back. So
that's good to know.
a very impressive piece of equipment. Good another observation to make here is your knife. So this is where you cut it free. So do you guys have a hydrostatic release with your container? Okay. So the great thing, you got hammer 820?
Yeah.
So the great thing about that is it does double as a weekly. In the event you can't get to it, break at 500 pounds. However, you have a knife, so it's a good reason to use it. A good rule of thumb is below that within the vicinity of your point of attachment, or what they call your tow rod. So this is where it's tied off basically in series to your vacuum bag and secured to the strong point on the vessel, which is in your case the cradle.
Yep.
That's where you can cut yourself free right there.
Okay. It's pretty nice in here actually. Like if I was to get like a lounge chair and a mini fridge, I could just live in this.
Next thing you know, I want a keg of beer.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Pony keg though, I can't fit the big ones in there.
Just unbalanced. It was a 6-manner, that's why we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It's often said that the boat stands for bust out another 1,000, and the servicing of the life raft is probably going to come in somewhere near that. However, this is the thing. Getting into that life raft and seeing how it works, talking to the really cool people that run that family business, it seems as if the money was well invested. It's been on the back of the boat for 3 years plus, and you always think, are we going to pull the ripcord in an emergency and find A, it's sodden, B, it doesn't inflate, C, someone's put sandwiches in there by mistake, like a la cartoons, and so it's money well spent. I think really, I'm happy with our decision. I think that yes, it's a lot of money to service a life raft, and yes, the flares and replacing the bits are expensive, but at what price safety? And we get a lot of discussion, a lot of kind of people asking on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, about safety and how they kind of sometimes get slightly irritated with a lack of perceived safety and instructional safety in other channels and in other sailing kind of forums. So life raft is one of our big things we hope we never need. This, another one, it's our EPIRB. Again, we'll talk about this in a future episode, our safety equipment. But between life rafts and EPIRBs, we have PLBs, we have AIS transponders in our life jackets, we have permanent tethers so that we're always tethered to the boat. Between this and everything else, yes, we cannot predict that disaster's never going to happen, but I think we're as prepared as we possibly can be for those eventualities, because as the chap in the life raft service station says, it's not always that you're going to be in a massive storm when you deploy your life raft. You know, it could be that you're in completely flat water but the boat's on fire, or some other godforsaken thing, or a cow drops out of a cargo plane and sinks your trawler, as happened to Japanese fishermen, believe it or not. So anyway, it's a kind of good view of what we did, that life raft. It will all go back in its container, get put back on the deck, and that's it for 3 more years. So always safety first. Anyway, hope you like what we did, hope you like what we do. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel there. Facebook is there, all the other social media is down there. I will try not to deploy this, otherwise there'll be a search and rescue aircraft appearing very shortly, and we'll catch up with you next week. Bye bye.